Very thankful to have Steve Walton from St. John, Iafrate. Steve's been a tremendous help to us in the last Long Pond Heritage Classics over the last number of years. And but before I bring Steve and Al on, I'd like to bring on Her Worship, the Mayor of Windsor, Anna Allen, just to offer a few remarks on this year's mega Hockey Heritage Challenge.
I am so excited about this Long Pond Classic. It's going to be a major event in this town. This town's going to be hopping. I invite everybody to come join us. It's going to be bigger and better than ever before, and we look forward to that Long Pond Classic. So please come along and join us January 25th to the 27th. You can't miss it. If you're not here, you're going to be missing such a great event. So please come along and have a great time. Thank you. Woo-hoo.
Thank you, Your Worship. Now, the gentleman of the hour, we're going to bring on Steve Walton, followed by the man that for a lot of years, 19 years, I think Steve said, 17, had the hardest shot ever recorded in the NHL, over 100 miles an hour.
The world.
Wow.
The world.
The world.
Thank you, Al. So we'll bring upon Steve Walton, who is the man behind what's going to make this Classic better and bigger than ever before for 2019. Steve?
Thanks a lot, Dan. I'd like to thank the Windsor Hockey Heritage Society for bringing along the Legends of Hockey Tour to help bring along the Long Pond Classic to another level. We've been involved for the last 3 years, and I've been amazed since day one at what goes on down here. And you know, I'm a history lover and a hockey lover, and the two together are just, it's quite, you know, driving down the farm to the back of the farm to this pond, it brings tears to your eyes every year, and you really get a feeling of what, you know, when we were younger, playing on the ponds as kids, and what we all dreamed about playing in the NHL, and to think that back here, this is where it all started. Without having this this history preserved, I mean, there'd be so much lost. Okay, and with the mission that the Heritage Society has, there's lots of money that needs to be raised to achieve that mission, and we're going to bring this up another level or two with some of the greatest hockey players that have ever played, along with Al Iafrate, who's here today, John LeClair, Nilan, Darius Kasparaitis, and many more. Lots of fun for kids, young, the older kids in their 70s. It's all going to happen again this year. And please give the Heritage Society a call. Look on your Facebook, and you're going to see what's going to happen here this January. Thank you. Al Iafrate.
Yeah. All right, my name's Al Iafrate. It's a great honor to be here. Being a hockey player, you know, you become a student of the game and a fan of the game before you ever make it. It's kind of like the icing on the cake when you finally do, because I think everyone that plays hockey, when they're a little kid, they just love to play, and then, you know, whatever happens after that is a bonus. So me personally, being an American-born hockey player, you know, I was drafted by the Maple Leafs and never ever realized how much bigger hockey is in Canada than in the U.S. And, you know, the fabric of the sport is Canadian. It always has been, it always will be, and, you know, I'm a proud person to be honored here today, and knowing how important hockey is to the culture in Canada, it's an honor to be here. The format that we're talking about is pretty neat for all the listeners. It's basically what happens is you put a team together, and I think it's going to be 8 players to 9 players on a team, and each person raises money for that team, and then as the team goes, you raise money, and then there's a draft night, which will be the 25th. And when you draft the players, depending on how much money your team raises, determines what draft you are. So the more money you raise, you get to maybe get lucky and pick me first overall, because most of the teams are going to be trying to raise the most money so they can have a better chance of picking their best player. And from there, the second team drafts, the third team drafts, the format in these pro-ams is awesome. It's a win-win for whatever charity you're raising the money for. It's fun. Guys get to play with the players that they may have idolized or disliked, and then get to spend a weekend with them, and then all of a sudden realize what a nice guy they are. So it becomes a big festive atmosphere. It's fun. It's a proven business model. It's worked for Heart and Stroke. It's worked for Easter Seals. It's worked for Hockey Helps the Homeless. It's worked for a lot of different benefactors. So whatever you can do to try and get a team together, it'd be much advised, because you'll have the time of your life. If you love playing hockey, you're going to get to play outdoor hockey. Me personally, in Michigan, didn't play a lot of outdoor hockey because most of the rinks were indoor, because the sport didn't get popular till later, a lot longer ago, or a lot later than how long ago the first game was ever played here. So whatever you can do to try to get a team together, I'd advise it, and I'd like to thank everyone for having me here. It's an honor, and I'm looking forward to the event.
Right.
Iafrate, Steve Walton, Your Worship, thank you very much for coming out this afternoon, and we've reported this on Facebook, and we're hoping everyone's going to see it, be looking for articles in the Valley Journal, as well as K-Rock 89.3. They're significant back this year. So thank you for coming this afternoon, and we're all looking forward to the last weekend of January.
Yeah.